Don, always a pleasure, Ruben. I'm going to get to you in a minute because this is a great union. Yeah, man. It's a,
I mean, look at this, man.
that's no.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know.
To Ruben off the camera. This is showing the positive side of sport, the positive side of us coming together, evolving, maturing business. You know what I'm trying to say? This is a great lesson to be learned from this unity. But let's talk boxing. Let's talk fight night. Talk to me, Don. It's a different Dereck, right?
Dereck's Dereck, but obviously there's an added element in the way of the Haye maker connection. Like I said to somebody who was persecuting me on the internet, and about how can a man that hate you, how can you end up working with him? I said, look, at the end of the day, countries go to war, yeah, people go to war, and at the end of that war, a lot of blood is spilled, and then in most cases, peace comes after blood is spilled. In our case, it was nowhere near like that. We're in the same business, tempers were, involved, and what happened, but it's such a positive thing that's happened where I didn't see it coming myself, and I just said to David just after the press conference, you know what, it's such a good thing that's happened. It's very positive, so we have to take the positives out of every negative.
What's Ruben brought? I'm going to ask him what he's brought himself in a minute, but what's Ruben brought in terms of a different dynamic to the whole camp?
Well, you use the word dynamic. That's exactly what it's been. The dynamics. I mean, listen, the experience and the caliber of the athletes. This man, he doesn't just train boxers. It's not well documented. Yeah, I mean, even when I got to know him, watching the way he works, he told me about all different athletes that he trains. So he brings all different dynamics. Okay, that you might not necessarily have used in the past because he didn't think applied to boxing. So he brings all that experience. I mean, listen, we're blessed. I'm blessed. We're collectively blessed.
Ruben, they seem a lot richer for the experiences that you brought to the table. Talk about some of the more pertinent ones that you could see from the outside needed tweaking, and you've managed to address while you've been on the inside.
Well, I think that the most important thing was I didn't know. I've known Dereck for a while, but I didn't know him personally. And before this whole journey began, I went to visit Don in his gym, and I went and sat in his office and said, Don, I'm just here to help. I think it's amazing that Don, Dereck and David have put everything behind them, and I think that more than anything, more than any other sport, boxing is a gentleman's thinking game, and when two warriors go to war, at the end of the fight, no matter what's gone on beforehand, they always shake hands and hug, and that doesn't go on in most sports. Like if you look at UFC, for example, and what happened with the Conor McGregor fight, the animosity was still there at the end. That kind of thing doesn't really happen in boxing, and Don's right. It's a testament to the maturity of everybody that they've been able to move on, and like I said, I just sat with Don and said, I'm here to help. I don't know Dereck like you do. You know him inside out. You know him physically, spiritually, psychologically, and so I'll take direction from you. At the end of the day, Don is the boxing coach, and I just wanted to find out when Dereck needed to be fresh for boxing sessions, for technical boxing sessions, etc. And then we fit everything else around that. And it's been a great experience. Dereck has, from what I see and from what Don and the rest of the team say, he has a newfound mental attitude towards everything that he's doing. And also similarly to Don, I sat down at the beginning with John Ramos, who is his original strength and conditioning coach, and we were vibing off each other and just saying, what have you done with him? Have you thought about doing this? It's been a very pleasurable experience.
What can you envisage happening in a fight, Don? I know it's a tough one to predict. I'm not asking you to predict the winner, but just how do you think it plays out? Oh, okay, go for it.
I'll say it how it is. I've never stood here knowingly told you that my man's going to go into a fight, not going to win. I'm always positive. That positivity is drawn from, or that confidence is drawn from how you've prepared. We've always prepared well, but even more so now, like I said, with the joint thing with the Haye maker outfit, I'm always a confident guy, but I'm even more confident now.
So Vic,
with that inclusion of the Haye maker infrastructure.
If he comes through successfully, Ruben, is this an ongoing relationship?
I hope so. I think that if you can prove that something works, why stop? And I heard David speaking earlier, and he was saying that this has been 10, 12 weeks we've been at this. It's a very short space of time, you know. When Dereck gets through this fight, there'll be more layers to put on the on the building, as it were. So we're all very excited. I consider myself a student always, and as much as I know, I always know that I want more. And I've been very lucky to work with a lot of different boxing coaches, and now I'm watching how Don does his thing, and it's I just love learning, and Don brings a very calm energy, and when he says something, you listen. So I'm enjoying it. I hope long may it continue.
Thanks for your time, both, and here's to a positive 2019.
Thank you.
Most definitely.